Viewers, welcome back to my channel. In today's video, we are exploring the scan function in SAS, your go-to function when you need to split a string into individual words or components. Whether you are working with names, addresses, codes, or any delimited text, scan helps you extract exactly the part which you need with precision and flexibility. So without any delay, let's get started. The purpose of the scan function is to extract a specified word from a character value, where word is defined as the characters separated by a set of specified delimiters. The length of the returned variable is 200 characters unless previously defined. Coming to the syntax of scan function, we will mention the scan function and in brackets we will mention the character value which can be any SAS character value. Then after a comma, we will give the n value, which is the nth word in the string. If n is greater than the number of words, the scan function returns a missing value. If n is negative, the character value is scanned from right to left. A value of 0 is invalid. The next argument which we can pass in the scan is the delimiter, and it's an optional argument. If you specify any delimiters, only those delimiters will be active. Delimiters before the first word has no effect. Two or more contiguous delimiters are treated as one. The next optional argument is the modifiers. Modifiers is the list of predefined characters that either add character class such as all digits to the list of delimiters or reverse the way that delimiters are interpreted, especially the K modifier. If you want to specify modifiers, you must also specify a list of delimiters. With the exception of the K and I modifier, the characters class specified by the modifiers are interpreted as delimiters in addition to the ones you specified in the list of delimiters. You can also use the M modifier to change the way that successive delimiters and the delimiters at the beginning or the end of this string are interpreted. Without the M modifier, multiple successive delimiters are treated as a single delimiters, and delimiters at the beginning or end of the strings are ignored. Using the M modifier treats successive delimiters as separating strings of zero length. Let's look at the code step by step and understand how we can use the scan function in any SAS code. We start by defining a data step called scans underscore examples, where we just input a variable named text. This will hold our string values and we will use the data line statements to enter two sample sentences. Now let's break down how we are using the scan function. First, we are creating a variable by the name of left to right, and we are using the syntax as scan function. Then we are passing the variable from which we want to read the string, which is in this case the text variable, then the value which we want to extract, and the delimiter which is blank here. So we are extracting the second word from the left using this code. This code tells the SAS to read the string from left to right using the space character as the delimiter and return the second word it encounters. Next, we demonstrate how to read from right to left by using a negative index. So the code is slightly different from the earlier one, and here the value which we are passing is a negative value. So in this code, it will return the second word from the end of the string. Now comes something more useful, the modifier in this scan function. The K stands for keeping multiple delimiters as one, and the D means include all digits. So in these lines, which are the scan underscore KD left and scan underscore KD right, what we are doing is we are keeping the digits from the text strings, but we are in the first scenario reading the string from left to right, and the second scenario we are reading the string from right to left, and we are checking for the first occurrence of the space. So in this code, what we are asking this SAS is to extract the first word from the left and the last word from the right while ignoring any extra spaces or delimiters. So if you will see here, since the first text value, which the first text string which is in the data set passed using the data line statements, there are no digits. Because of that, both the variables which are scan kd left and scan kd right are kept as missing. Whereas in the second value for the text variable having a numeric value, what is happening is that when we are reading the text from left to right and we want to keep only the digits, but we are only checking for the first occurrence of space. So what is happening is that when SAS will read this text from left to right, and it will read having space, numbers, and so on. So coming from this stage, having and numbers is separated by a space bar, and since we are telling that it has to be the first string, so it will read having. But since we have applied a modifier kd, which means that from the extracted string we only want to keep the digits. So what is happening is that although it is extracting the value as having, but since the string value is not having any character values, the scan underscore kd underscore left variable is populated as missing. However, when we are doing the same scan function, but we are reading the string from right to left, what is happening is that the first step, the SAS will read the text string from the right to left and read the first character string. The string which the SAS will read is the numeric number here, which is 3969579, then the space and then S. And since we want to extract the first occurrence of this string, and if that string is digits, we are keeping that digits. So that is the reason that for the second values of the text column, when we are reading from right to left and keeping only the digits string, the scan underscore kd underscore right variable is populated with the digit string which is extracted from the whole string, whereas the left scan underscore kd underscore left variable is coming as missing, because again here we are reading the first occurrence of the uh, text string after the space delimiter. So in this way, you can use the scan function in your data set as per your requirement and do the data manipulation.
That's all for today. Thanks for watching. Let me know in comments if you want me to cover any specific topic.